Hey, what's up, y'all? Welcome back. I am Van, and we are all the LFR family. Thank you so much for clicking play. Hopefully, you click the like button as well. So, there's this phenomenal professor from Penn State, and I absolutely love what he represents. Is his politics the same as mine? Probably not. I don't care about that. But what he's doing is opening conversation in his classroom for uncomfortable situations that even adults, most of their parents, can't even have without getting overly emotional. So what he's doing is he's involving these youngins in these conversations, and he's not even trying to feed them a certain side. I guess subconsciously he might be based off of his own stances, but what he likes to do is have students communicate with students, and he is in the middle, you know what I mean? And he introduced these topics right off the top, and it's absolutely phenomenal. You're about to see for yourself. So let's go and get to it. Let me pull this bad boy up. Boom, bow. There we go. Let's get to it. Feel free to comment all you want. Let's have some fun.
Let's do our first case study. Let's just kind of show you what we're going to do. So I need 2 international students who are born outside the U.S., who live outside the U.S. They're just here. Born and live outside the U.S. Dude, we'll go with you. And wait, where are you from, bro? Australia? Oh, dude, perfect. Where are you from? Where? Colombia. Oh, okay, Colombia. Okay, can the 2 of you come down? You can actually, you're gonna go out here. Australia, mate. How'd I do? Okay. All right. Hey, so listen. By the way, I'm a sociologist. I thrive on awkward. Nothing's awkward for me ever. Hang on. You're gonna go out here, and just hold tight. And I'll bring you back in a hot second. Wait, though. Hey, Joy and Nish. Can you make sure that door's closed so they can't hear? Okay, so here's what I need. I need someone who's really into guns. Like an American who's really into guns, man. Maybe two people like you. Like, are you an NRA person? Seriously? You have an NRA sticker? Okay, you're good. All right. Wait, hang on. Let me see that. Dude, not only that. Oh, shit. Look at this. Here, can you get that? Put that on the screen. You got Trump.
Hey, that's so dope. Shout out to this young lady, but because you should not be afraid to support the person that you want to support. This guy said, I need somebody who's really into guns. Give me 2 people. Are you packing right now? Are you packing? Like, you can tell that he's just super excited, this excited liberal professor that just want to get his students involved. We have been teaching people how to grow online. It's been absolutely amazing. We have 3 people who have been able to reach monetization in less than 30 days. Growing YouTube channels, some from 0 people. We have one guy who had 2 subscribers before he started working with me. He started helping him. His views went up 4.8 million%. We're super excited. If anybody ever want to grow on YouTube, you reach out to me with the word coach. That's probably how I would be if I was a professor, man. Shout out to him, and much love to this young lady for having her NRA sticker on her laptop. Shout out to this young lady for having her Trump sticker on her laptop, not caring about what people say. Much love to you. Let's get to it.
Yeah, this is, dude. Oh my God! Wait, hang on. Turn around. Show her shirt also. Shit. Okay. So, all right, come on in front.
Right. Hey, shout out to her t-shirt, man. Did y'all see that? Hold on one second. Let me rewind this. Hold on one second.
Okay.
Y'all see that shirt? Socialism sucks.
So, all right, come on in front. All right. Here, actually, you're going to stand over here for a second. So here's the deal. So what's your name?
Emily.
Talk right in front of me.
Emily.
Hey, and okay, so you are. Well, hang on a second. I'm not gonna. Where are you from, by the way?
York, Pennsylvania.
York?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that's a big gun culture down there. Okay.
A little bit.
I'm going to bring, how about you sit up here?
Okay.
Emily, so does anyone have a question for Emily? Besides why socialism sucks or whatever. Wait a second. That's all yours. Dude, by the way, did you notice? So when you showed that, this is also important for the stream, by the way, people watching the stream. When you held up your computer with the Trump sticker and NRA sticker and so on, and then you had that, people clapped, right? And they clapped because, I'm not really sure. Well, I do kind of understand. Part of it is just because you're being honest, and it's exciting. It's cool to have people be honest, and like this stuff works when we have different perspectives and points of view in the class.
Yes.
So awesome, man. So Emily from York. All right, team, come on. Jeff, I need 2 more mics, 2 more stick mics. Next class, we'll introduce you to. This is Jeff, by the way. Jeff actually really runs the show here, but I'll introduce you to Jeff in a hot second. Hey, the 2 of you are going to be, why don't you stand over here with me? Yeah. Okay, so what's your name?
Carol.
Talk into the mic.
Carol.
Where are you from?
Colombia.
Here, you stand over here, bro, next to Carol. Okay. Where in Colombia?
Bogota, the capital.
Bogota? You live there now?
No, I moved here like 5 years ago, but I lived there my whole life.
Okay, and bro?
Naman from Sydney, Australia.
Sydney, Australia. Yeah. So what's your name again?
Naman. Naman.
Naman?
Naman.
Naman.
Yeah.
Okay, and Carol? Carolina?
No, just Carol.
Carol? Okay. Oh, come on, you're not really Colombian, are you? Okay, so listen, man. And this is here. So you're going to talk. The 2 of you can stand right there.
Okay.
We're just going to. No. Stand like right here. Yeah, when you come up front. So this is just a demonstration. So listen, Emily is into guns.
Okay.
Like really into guns. And your job is to discover, because I know in Colombia, like basically no one has guns. I mean, not in Bogota. Like it's impossible to get a gun in Colombia. And in Australia, it's very difficult. So I want you to learn some things about guns in the United States by asking her questions.
Okay.
Have you ever had a conversation in the United States with someone who's really, really, really into guns in America? Yeah? Wait, hang on a second. Is there anyone who is there anybody who hasn't ever had that conversation with anybody? Well, hang on, we're just going to stick with you. This is just a demonstration. Okay. So what are you, when you meet somebody like Emily here, who's a crazy gun-toting lunatic, right? No, hang on. That's what I call my brother in jest. That's why I said that, because he's watching the screen, and that's how we go with each other. When you got somebody like Emily, because I grew up with guns, by the way, just so you know, like really, I started shooting guns not much older than I was there. My dad was really into guns. I started shooting guns at a really, really young age. And when you have an opportunity to ask somebody who's really into guns some questions, like Americans, because the idea is Americans love our guns and we're always shooting everybody and stuff. What do you want to know? Here's your opportunity to ask somebody.
I don't have good accuracy. Okay. Should I still go shooting? I really want to try it.
Oh, definitely. There's a bunch of ranges that you can go to. I'm sure there's some at State College. I personally haven't gone shooting here, but there's people that can teach you. There's lessons. I personally would love to teach you if you want to learn.
And what kind of attracts you to the guns? Is it like the feeling of the power, or is it just the action, or is it what attracts you to guns? What do you like about
Well, it depends
guns?
on what kind of gun you're talking about. If you're talking about a rifle, like an AK-47 or an AR-15, it's something that they're just fun to shoot. Like they're fun to go to the range and have a beer and go shoot some skeet. But if it's like a pistol that's more used for self-protection, I get to kind of practice in a situation where you'd need it.
Okay, let me coach you right here.
Right.
So, do you have a follow-up question?
What do you think about guns outside of the gun range?
I personally have a concealed carry permit. I don't carry on campus. I'm not carrying right now. But I think it's a necessity, honestly. We just saw the thing that just happened down in Texas. And if it wasn't for the armed security guard there was probably a lot more lives would have been lost than the 2 men that were.
Shout out to this young lady, man. I just want to say, whoever raised her, I want to give her dad a fist bump. I want to be like, hey, bruh, excellent job, man, because I would love for my daughters to feel that secure wherever they go as well. So shout out to you, man. Let's get to it. And I love, if I was a professor, this is the type of professor I will be. I will have everyone involved. I will be extremely objective, and I will be fair. I mean, to everyone's points of view. And I'm loving the fact that he brought on an American gun-toting American who loved her freedom and her rights, and brought on some other individuals who are international Americans, and also he's about to bring up some young black girls as well to have a conversation with her too. So shout out to her, man. She's representing for real. I saw somebody said that in the comment section.
Do you have a question?
Yeah. I'm like not against guns, but like if everyone is allowed to have them, don't you think the shootings will go down in a way? Like if it's not that easy to get guns, wouldn't it be easier to control shootings or things like that? Since like you just mentioned Texas.
Yeah, so one, it depends on what kind of guns you're talking about. You can't just go out and buy an AK-47. Like you just can't do it. You have to have a background check, and you have to have a permit for it. Concealed carry permits, it's a lot easier in Pennsylvania than other states to get it. So like I just lived in DC for a couple months, and there you have to take a class.
Shout out to DC. See, I'm from DC, guys. Shout out to DC. If you ever come to DC, let me know so we can have an old fashioned together. Have an old fashioned, probably some calamari. You know what I mean?
And you have to be trained to do it. So it's all kind of really depending on where you think about it politically. I personally think that you should be able to carry as a self-protection thing. And that's not just from people either. I grew up on a farm where we had bears on our property that you can't really stop with.
You have bears on your property?
Yeah, you have bears on my property growing up.
Okay. Do you have another question?
I was gonna say, do you like shooting more rangers or animals?
I mean, I do hunt, but
you hunt for?
Hunt deer. I do more archery than rifle, actually.
You do archery too?
Yeah.
Could you? No kidding. Could you see that camera over there?
Yeah.
Could you hit that camera with a bow with an arrow?
Probably.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the center of the camera, or just the camera itself?
Probably. It's a couple.
The center?
Probably, depending on what sights you have on the bow and what bow you have.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right.
Yeah.
Do you have another question
She
for her?
bad.
So me,
no, she doing.
being from Australia, we're not really used to seeing guns out in public. So when we went to Walmart, me and my friends, we were a bit like surprised just seeing it in a rack. And as we understand it, that it's just, you can't just buy it from the rack, but you need a permit and things like that. But don't you think the permit process is a bit liberal as well? Because if you have no prior offenses, I'm not too sure what the permit process is, but if you do not have a prior offense, do you think that is still too liberal to get a gun at the age of 18?
I don't. Just because if you put certain regulations on certain things, so there's a thing called the red flag laws that people that some Texas politicians like Dan Crenshaw are really going for, and it's a good in a sense that a red flag law means that you can't own a gun if like a psychiatrist or something says that you are not mentally fit for it, right?
Flag you.
But that can be abused. So I can say that I feel uncomfortable him having a gun around me because he smokes pot, and
No, I smoke
because
pot.
he smoked pot. Sorry, I assumed. Smoked pot. And
Hey, well, check this out. Ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little bit of weed, okay? Just gonna let you know that right now. Now, you don't want to be inebriated while operating anything that can potentially hurt yourself or anyone else. But ain't nothing wrong with smoking a little bit of weed. Don't try to weed shame him. You're not gonna weed shame me.
and I don't think he's mentally sound for that. So it can, and when he really could be, because it was a thing that he did in the past. You know what I mean? So it's something that could be abused. That.
Okay, so here's a question that y'all missed. That I will say, when she started talking, she said, "Well, it's not like, sometimes it's different. Every gun's different. Sometimes it's not like, you go drink a beer and then you go shoot your AK-47. So like, do you drink beer and shoot an AK-47? Have you ever done that?
Not an AK-47, but like 22s, yeah.
Oh,
like rifles.
okay.
You shoot skeet on the range.
All right.
And it's all people around you. Like there's people, the professionals there watching. It's not like you're getting drunk. It's like you're having one singular beer.
So what do you wish people, as a gun owner, And as a gun, a gun enthusiast,
Yeah.
what do you wish people would ask you when they like meet you? So they see your NRA sticker. What are some things you wish people would actually ask you?
Probably why, like, I feel strongly about having guns, or not like having guns, but like being able to protect oneself instead of just assuming that like I hate the assumption that people, when they think about like assault rifles, that anyone that owns an assault rifle wants to go out and kill somebody. I've had someone say that to me before, and I'm like, I do not. Like I own assault rifles, and I'm not going to hurt anybody with it.
Yeah.
It's just for fun. It's for protection. It's for
Well,
Well, it's actually simple math if you think about it. A bad guy has a gun in public and is about to hurt a bunch of people. A good guy is also there and he has a gun. What do you think he's going to do? Is he going to prevent a lot of people from being hurt? Potentially. You want to have that balance. Like, think about it. The bad guys don't give a damn about our laws. They don't care about what you care about. As a matter of fact, they can't wait to take your stuff. They can't wait to take your car. They can't wait to break up in your house and take your stuff. They can't wait to, I don't know, assault you or somebody that you love. So just imagine, the bad guys are going to do what bad guys do. Isn't it good for good guys to be equally prepared, if not more prepared, and operate with good intent, knowing that if they are around, they're going to make sure that you're good? I mean, just consider that. So that's something that we all need to consider. There is a yin and a yang in this whole thing. We can't be fearful of guns themselves because guns don't kill people. People kill people, period. There's no such thing as gun violence. There's a such thing as violence. I mean, when somebody gets stabbed to death, we don't say knife violence. When somebody get ran over, we don't say car violence. I mean, vehicular homicide is a thing and all those things. But come on, guys, we need to be more adult about this and just have more conversations. And sometimes stop being so locked in, step by step with a political party that make you believe, they manipulate you to think a certain way so that you can vote or toward their narrative. That's it. That's all it's about at the end of the day. But you want the good guys to have the weapons. That's what you want, at least until police show up. Because the good guys don't want to kill people. The good guys want to make sure that good people are not killed. Okay? Just remember that.
So here, this is actually kind of a really cool conversation because it's like the stereotypes that we make of like all Muslims are, or poor people are this, or white people X, whatever it is, like Christians this. It's like all these things that we can say would be like people who own assault rifles are all like this kind of thing. So it's the same. It sort of goes around in lots of different ways. Do you have any final questions?
Yeah, just one question. So you say about protecting yourself. So protecting yourself against what? Animals, I understand. Like you said, you have bears on your property.
People, break-ins in your house.
Mm-hmm.
It happens all over the country. It happened at State College where an older gentleman at the Ramada, like last year, where the guy broke into his house after shooting up the bar. And broke into his house. That's something that you could have something to protect yourself from. It's not necessarily going out and always having it on you, but having a rifle or having a pistol in your home to protect yourself from people or animals or, I'm a big Second Amendment person, government.
Does that answer your question?
Yeah, slightly.
So, how was it to be up here talking?
I'm a little shaky.
But you're nice. You're doing a nice job.
Thank you.
How is it for the two of you?
It was okay.
It's nice?
Yeah.
It's good to ask questions. And did you learn something?
Yeah.
You learned something? Yeah, I learned something. Did you learn something?
Yeah.
Just by talking about your thoughts?
Yeah, just by
So, what could make it easier or better? Anything? Is there anything I could do that would have made this easier for you?
No.
Anything for you?
No.
For you? Okay, so listen. This is just an example of a case study. I mean, I did this because it's interesting. I don't know. It's kind of interesting to get international students or people who are not born inside the United States to have an opportunity to ask Americans questions, right? We don't do that, surprisingly. We're always talking at each other and yelling at each other, but we're not really engaging. And so this is just one tiny piece. We'll do more starting next class. But anyway, thanks. Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Emily, Carol.
Shout out to
and-
Emily.
What is her name?
Maman?
Maman. Yeah, Maman.
Shout
Thanks,
out to
Mike.
Emily.
God.
So shout out to Emily. Whoever raised that young lady, they did an amazing job. Shout out to your dad, shout out to your mom, shout out to your community, shout out to your teachers for allowing you to be you without them having to push you to be whatever they want you to be based off of their political views and whatnot. And I believe that it's unfortunate that you can't bring your guns. Well, that I think that a gun holder, a gun owner, a responsible gun owner should be at universities. Be it the teacher, security, somebody should be there because we already know sometimes at a spare of a moment, someone's going through something in life and they just want to come there and take it out on all of the kids because they don't agree with this, that, and the other. And there should be a responsible person that can protect these individuals. There was just now a shooting not too long ago at Morgan University. There's shootings at many colleges all the daggone time. And there's almost never someone there who's a responsible gun owner who could be there to help and prevent all these deaths from occurring. And I think that this young lady did an amazing job. I actually need to practice myself. I am a horrible, horrible shot. I hired a trainer and everything. I think I'm just silly. I still like to hold the gun sideways from Southeast DC. I think that it look cool. All the movies that I like to watch, they hold the gun sideways. Be like, break yourself, fool. You gotta hold it sideways and look cool. Look cool. And put your shades on and all that other stuff. But I think she did an amazing job.